The AI too-lating Liverpool's quadruple bid. Liverpool have ingeniously been getting ahead of the game with injury prevention methods this season by using cutting-edge technology to aid Jurgen Klopp and his staff in their rest and rotation of players. The Reds, who are still striving for an unprecedented quadruple, were riddled with injuries which derailed their 2020-21 campaign, but are now taking advantage of computer algorithms from a Silicon Valley company. Artificial intelligence organization Zone7 have created the tool which allows staff to detect injury risk throughout the season and then recommend appropriate responses to the physical condition of a particular player. As detailed by The Telegraph, the Reds have cut their number of lost days to injury by more than a third despite playing a maximum of 63 matches in what could still prove to be a historic campaign. Total days lost to injury A decrease by 33%. Days lost from substantial injury A decrease by 40%. Note: substantial injury is one which keeps a player out of action for longer than 9 days. Source: Premier Injuries, via Telegraph. It goes further, saying that Liverpool will continue to use the tool for another 2 seasons, with the under-23s and women's sides also reaping the benefits. Chief executive and founder of Zone7 Tal Brown told The Telegraph, "Football has become very data-rich, and, if you can extract deep value from the data, then you can have a competitive advantage. This is already very well established in the area of talent identification, and it is now starting to happen in measuring and trying to optimize player well-being and performance. The software can simulate optimal scenarios on a day-by-day basis so that the players are trending towards their peak and injury risk is minimized. Sometimes risk may mean a reduction in workload, less running of a specific type like sprinting. Sometimes a player can be undertrained and additional work may be required." The AI tool evaluates various factors relating to player performance, such as strength, sleep, flexibility and stress signals. This, combined with numerical information on minutes played, creates risk signals with the intention of lowering injury rates by anticipating a potential knock before it happens. Brown explains further, "The software can simulate optimal scenarios on a day-by-day basis so that the players are trending towards their peak and injury risk is minimized." Premier League 37 games, 1 to come, Champions League 12 games, 1 to come, FA Cup 6 games, Carabao Cup 6 games, total 61 games, 2 to come. Sometimes risk may mean a reduction in workload, less running of a specific type like sprinting. Sometimes a player can be undertrained and additional work may be required. Liverpool's defense of their first Premier League title last season was curtailed by injuries, particularly in central defense. Whilst Virgil van Dijk suffered a season-ending injury in a collision with Jordan Pickford in October 2020, the likes of Joel Matip, Joe Gomez, Fabinho, and Thiago all struggled with muscle injuries throughout the course of the season, leaving Klopp's options in the backline thin. 2 centre-backs were brought in January: Ozan Kabak and Ben Davies, whilst under-23 centre-back Rhys Williams was also drafted into the first-team picture. Yet this season, the Reds have been bolstered in their pursuit of a perfect campaign by a near-fully fit squad capable of competing over 9 months. Zone7's technology, as of March 2020, can detect, they believe, 70% of injuries up to 7 days before they occur, pinpointing factors such as game load and injury. Despite the obvious correlation between a heavy match load, analysis also shows the risk of injuries with too much rest or time off the pitch. And the Reds' medical and sports science department have communicated these findings back to Klopp and assistant Pep Lijnders, who are then able to make more informed decisions regarding team selection. The Reds' dependence on their squad has been key to their campaign. For example, Klopp made 9 changes from the FA Cup triumph against Chelsea for the 2-1 win against Southampton on Tuesday, in a match the Reds dominated even with a second-string squad. Hailing a lineup comprised predominantly of fringe players, Klopp said, "I'm so happy with the performance, it's quite touching. It's like, wow, these boys, it's like having Ferraris in the garage. You let them out, and they do it like this." Harvey Elliott, "I'm not sure the last time he played." Curtis Jones, "No rhythm. He has only played from time to time." Takumi Minamino, "It is a crime he is not playing more often." Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain did not even play, and he is in outstanding shape. "It is really tough for the boys sometimes. Whatever happens this year happens because of this group. They are exceptional, and they have showed that again. Incredible performance. Making 9 changes, if it didn't work out it was my responsibility, but now it did, it's 1000% the boys' responsibility." With at least 2 more seasons of using Zone7 throughout the entire club, who knows how much longer Liverpool's period of dominance can last as they look to unearth the very best modern technology can offer for professional sports teams.